Before we start these problems, what we're going to do is I'm going to try to explain exactly what we're doing. We are actually working backwards. All right, what we've been doing is we've been multiplying, and now we're going to undo the multiplication. When you undo the multiplication, that's when you say factoring. All right, now some of the books say use the distributive property, but again, Max, listen, put that down. All you're doing is looking up. We're not doing it on the iPad yet. So if you want, you can just close the iPad and just really concentrate on what I'm saying. All right? We've got 84 problems for homework. All right? It literally takes 15 minutes if you know what you're doing. It takes 84 hours if you have no idea what you're doing. All right? So the objective is make sure you're hearing me. All right? Make sure you're hearing me. All right? Now look, what I'm going to do up here is I'm going to ask you this question. I'm going to say, okay, what is, for example, x plus 5 times x minus 3? Now, I want you to be able to look at that and just say that's x squared plus 2x minus 15. Now, I didn't show you the shortcut, and that's a shortcut. Everybody should be able to look at that and just tell me that's obviously x squared plus 2x minus 15. I'm going to show you how you can look at that today and just see what the answer is. All right? But you got to pay attention. All right? So, obviously, how did I get x squared? I multiplied x times x, right? The hard part is trying to figure out what the middle term. How did I get the middle term? I got the middle term, we say, by using smiley faces. All right, and what do I mean by that? This right here multiplied is what? 5x. This multiplied together is what? Negative 3x. So in your head, at this stage of the game, you're supposed to be able to hold 5x and negative 3x. What's 5x and negative 3x? 2x. That's where this middle term comes from. All right? We say two smiley face there, smiley face there. You can visualize that and combine those in your head. Now you can do all the multiplication in your head, if you can remember that. Because the last term, obviously negative 15, is from positive 5 times negative 3 is the what? Negative 15. All right? So that's what we're looking at. All right? Now, the question we have today is this. If I give you x squared plus 2x minus 15, you have to tell me what were the two factors. All right? And what were the two factors? So you always start with two sets of parentheses. All right, that's how you work this out. Now, what are the only two things that makes x squared?
X and x.
The only two things that makes x and x, or x squared, is x times x. Just, you can leave the iPad down. You just have to pay attention. All right, now, the hard part. Not really hard, but it's kind of the trick to figure out how to get the middle term. So now, pay attention. I want someone to tell me the factors of 15. They are what? 1 and 15, and 5 and 3. Now your job is to say, what are the factors of 15 that make 2? Is it 1 and 15? No, there's no way to add or subtract 1 and 15 to make 2. So what is the other possibility? 3 and 5. So all you do is you write down 3 and then you write down 5. Don't worry about the signs. The signs come last. All right? Now you want the middle term to be what? Positive 2. The only way I can make a positive 2 is if the 5 is positive and the 3 is what? Negative. That's how simple it is. All right? That's all there is to it. No what ifs. I'm going to go all through the possibilities. I promise you. I'm going to go through all the possibilities. The factors of 15, 1 and 15, 3 and 5. Do you understand that? They have a sum of 2. Right? It's possible to take 3 and 5 and make a 2 out of that by either adding or subtracting. Correct? All right, so now I'm going to give you a little bit harder one. X squared plus Let's go with 13x plus 36. Right? If I ask you to factor x squared plus 13x plus 36, all I'm asking you to do, always, you just start with two sets of parentheses. Now, what's the only way I can make x squared? X and x. Now, I need the factors of 36. Now, why is this one harder? Because there's a lot of factors of 36. 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4 and 9, 6 and 6. But which set of those numbers is it possible to get 13?
9 and 4.
9 and 4. That's why kids have trouble. All right? Because they don't know their multiplication facts and they can't take the facts and add them at the same time. Honestly, that's the reason. So if you don't know your factors of 36, this is a nightmare. That's why you have to get better at it. All right? Now, the factors of 36, again, that work are 9 and 4. Then you ask yourself, there's 9 and there's 4. If I want it to be positive 13, they both have to be what?
Positive.
They both have to be positive. Look how simple that is. All right? Very simple. That's it. All right? Now I'm going to give you another example. All right? Now, the next example is generally a harder problem, right? And the reason why I'm going to say it's a little bit harder is because there's multiple ways of getting the answer. But there's only one right answer. That's why you have to check your work. All right? And I'll give you an example. X squared minus 5x minus 6. Now, why do we say this one's a little bit harder? The reason why it's a little bit harder because what are the factors of 6? 1 and 6 and now, please listen to me. The reason why this one is said to be a little bit harder is because can I make 5 with that? Can I make 5 with that? Yes, you can. That's why there's only one right answer. All right, now I'm going to put the wrong answer up here first. And then you have to tell me why it's wrong. All right? If I said x minus 2, x minus 3, why is that wrong? Why do you think?
Well, it's like -3.
Because that is what? That's -5.
Cool.
Right? Because -2 and -3 make -5. Is everybody with me?
Yes.
That's where this comes from. Now the question is, why is it wrong?
If you do it, -3 times -3 is 5.
That's exactly correct, guys. And I tell everybody, you should make 100 on the test because you can just multiply all the answers together to see if you're correct. That's what I'm saying. It's very easy to check. So again, tell me, this right here, -2 times -3 should be what?
Positive.
Positive 6. So that's not working right. So now, here we go. So the correct answer is x minus 6, x plus 1. Now, why is that? Because how much is this?
Negative.
How much is that? What is that, guys?
-5.
No. -6. This is what? Positive 1. So what is -6 plus 1? That's the middle term. That's the middle term. Now, we're going to multiply, just to be sure, x times x, which is x squared. And then we're going to go with -6 times positive 1, which is that what? -6. All right, and I'm telling you, it's really not hard once you get the pattern down. All right, but it's difficult if you don't know the multiplication facts and you're not sure what I mean by adding and subtracting. All right, you got to multiply to get the last term and add the factors to get the middle term. What?
So how did you know that? Like, could you make just? Like, how do you know that the 1 was positive and the 6 was negative?
Because I want a negative middle term.
So
Listen to me, I want a negative middle term. If I want a negative middle term, the bigger number had to be negative.
Oh, I see.
right? And some of you are accidentally going to do this, plus, and you're going to make that a minus. Then that would be positive 5.
So if the
No, listen to me. I don't want you making generalizations. You're very good. You're going to see it in a minute, I promise you.
Yeah.
That's why there's 84. If I wouldn't assign 84 problems if you couldn't do all 84. All right, it's really simple. Really
I'm
simple.
just saying you can make either one positive or negative.
No.
To try to get that.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the objective.
Alright.
All right? Only one of them is going to be what?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, that's why it's important to draw your smiley faces. All right, so you can see, you can visualize what two things you're multiplying together. Very, very important. All right, so here we go. That's correct. That is exactly correct. All right, so here we go. Now we got lots of problems. Okay, we're just going to go around the room. All right, I'm going to see how good I did. Now your job is to kind of see if you can factor before the person tells you the answer. All right, and I'm confused by some of you because you're not speaking up. I know I'm loud. I promise you I want to help you. But I told you since 2 years ago, I'm not a good babysitter. I can't come around and look at you and pat you on the back and treat you like a little baby. I'm not that way. Get involved. If you don't know, speak up. No one in here cares. No one, trust me. No one cares what your grade is. All right? You have to decide you want to do better, and then you'll do better. All right? So here we go. We're going to start in the front today. Colin, you're on number 3.
All right.
So the first thing we always say, Colin, just to start out, is 2 sets of parentheses.
Yes.
All right. Now what?
So we're just going to put y in the front.
Beautiful. Now what?
We're going to have 4 plus 4 and 2.
You're going to do 4 and 2, and they both are what?
Positive.
Congratulations. Put you on the spot. Home run. Easy. That's the answer. Come on, that is not that hard. It's not that hard. But if you don't see it, you've got to tell me. I don't want to call on you and all of a sudden you go, I have no clue what you're talking about, man. I don't want it to happen to you. Everybody's good so far. No problems. Now again, your job is to do question number 6 before Ben tells me the answer. All right? So have the answer to number 6. Hold up, we got a question.
It doesn't matter what order they're in, right? Like
Now listen to me, and see if you understand what I'm saying. Is 2 times 3 the same as 3 times 2? You understand what I'm saying? Perfectly, right? Doesn't matter the order. He's asking me a good question. If I put y plus 2 and y plus 4, does it matter? No, because 2 times 3 is the same as 3 times 2. The order makes no difference. All right, Ben. I'm listening.
So first I think it's the 2 factors and then 2 actors.
Beautiful. Now what? Come on. Factors of 32. Most common.
1 and 32.
What else?
2.
Not that one. 2 and 16. No good. Nope. He's going to do it. Everybody's going to wiggle a little bit today. What is it?
Oh, yeah, 8
8 and 4. Right? So now we put 8 and 4 down, and now you have to tell me what signs are they. That is correct. Very good. All right. Here we go.
Alright, so first you do your 2 parentheses, and then you put A and A.
What are the only factors of 2?
3, of 2. Oh, 2 and 1.
That's the only factor.
Yeah.
So that has to be the answer.
So yes.
So 2 and 1. Now I want
so it would be A plus 2, A plus 1.
Right, and if you're not sure, 2A, 1A makes 3A. Simple as that. Allison, is that good? Vivian. Yep.
So the difference is n plus 30 and minus 10.
What'd you say?
N plus 30 and minus 10.
Everybody okay with that? Now again, here's how you should be looking at this to double check. How much is this right here? 3n. This is 3 minus 2, 1. That's how I know I'm correct. Everybody happy? Go, come
So
on.
I'm kind of confused about like when it just has, I can do the ones where it has like the numbers variable. It's just when the n is by itself.
That's a 1.
There's just one.
Yeah, if ever you have trouble, and I totally understand what you're saying, I promise. 1, just put a 1 there. Then your mind says 1. 3 and 2 makes 1 if I subtract them. Easy, that's all you gotta do. All right, here we go.
We do put x and x,
Good,
and then the factors of 45 are 9 and 5.
exactly.
And we do plus.
Plus. Look at that. Very nice, very nice.
Okay. So
All right, hold on, let me get my, sorry, a little quick for me today.
So first put the first put the x,
Good,
and then we put our factors on 1
or,
or 2 and 2.
but we have to use,
1 and 4.
very good, exactly. And so,
And then it's negative 1.
look at that. Feels good. Very good. Very good. All right. Now, listen to me, guys. You really don't have to wait on me. All right. If you're going, man, this is the easiest thing I've ever done, then just keep going. All right. Keep going. Don't wait on me. But check your work. Check your work. All right, Miss Allison. Come on, kiddo. Let's go. Concentrate. What am I doing? Right. So n and n. Factors of 10. That's right. Okay. Now, if I do a minus and a positive. Yes, very good. There it is. Because why? Because a -2 and a -5 makes the -7. And again, I hope you're understanding my little smiley faces there. You should be practicing that. Okay, here we go. Kate. Good job. Tell me what you're thinking. The factors of 24. 2 and 12. I want to write them down. Now, is that correct? No. So what else? Think of another one. Good. What else? Because that doesn't work either, right? You with me? So what next? There you go, kiddo. Right? All right. So now tell me. Smiley face. How much is this? And this is? So if I did -4 plus 6, what would that be? And we want it to be. So that means what? There you go. That's all. If you get it backwards, you just have to change the signs. All right, that's it. Okay, I'm feeling good. All right. Miss Bragdon, you're up.
We've got X.
Hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good job, kiddo. Very good. Very good. Okay. Jack, Mead, tell me.
What about 30?
Yeah, 30.
I got x minus 5.
No. Just let's do the process, right? I don't want you to just tell me the answer. I want to hear how you're doing.
Parentheses.
Yep. Then.
With the x's.
Okay. Now what?
And then the factors of negative 15.
Just tell me what factors are you using?
5 and 3.
5 and 3, and then I want.
Negative 5 and 4.
That's how I want you to say it. That means I know you know what you're doing. All right, Max, let's hear you, buddy. Come on, man.
Do 2 x's,
Okay, now what?
and then minus 6 and plus 3.
Well, I prefer you say 6 and 3,
Oh, 6 and 3.
right? Because that's factors of 18, and then I want the 6 to be
Negative.
and the 3 to be.
Positive.
Yes, I'm happy with you. All right, let's hear it. Number 36.
Try to send me.
No.
Okay. So the factors of 5.
No, we're not doing that first.
Wait. Oh, yeah, 2 case.
Yeah. Listen, guys, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to hear you tell me how to do it so I know that you know how to do it. Okay, that's what the goal is for me. All right, now what?
And so the 2 factors of 5 are 5.
And then?
And then since it's negative 6k, then the negative 1.
Bless you. That is correct. Thank you. All right. Alex, you ready?
You put x and then.
Yep. All righty. I'm happy with you. Because -4 and -4 makes -8. You got that, right? It's very simple. Very simple. Okay. You're up.
Back to the 26.
So what do I need to put down first now?
I'll put the ends
Let's put the ends in.
first. 2 and 13.
There you go, man. And then
And then make them both negative.
both negative. Beautiful. Perfect. Perfect.
Well, you do the greatest.
We're going to get to that, but right now, no, there's no GCF
Oh.
because there's nothing common with all three.
Oh.
But that's like in 4 days we're going to be doing it, where you got to do the GCF, then you got to factor again. Okay? Colin, you're up, number 45, buddy.
I'm at 45. So you hold on to x for the parentheses 4 and 3, which will both be positive.
Thank you, sir. Very good job. Those dots were annoying. Okay, here we go. 48. Ben.
So you have to put the these first in parentheses
Okay.
and factors of 9 and
Beautiful. And now what?
positive and negative.
Thank you very much. Good job. Okay. Will.
Okay. So you put your 2 x's in the parentheses.
Good.
And factors
What are they?
of 1 and 20.
No, I don't care about listing them.
Oh, okay.
What are the factors of 20 that make 1?
Oh, yes. 4 and 5.
4 and 5. There you go.
So, that would be 4 No, that would be positive 5 and negative 4.
Exactly. Very good. Okay, here we go. 54.
So with the x is 1.
Yep.
And then factors of 4, 7,
Good job, girl.
3. X plus 7.
You're awesome. Okay, here we go.
We need to XX,
Good.
and then it would be 5 and 2,
Beautiful.
and you would just it would be plus minus.
You're very, very good. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, here we go.
Okay, so with the x, and then the factor is 1
Good. So we'll use B's though. It's no big deal. And then 1 and 4. Beautiful. And then,
and then it's minus 2.
yes, very good. Okay. All right, Allison. Now, did you think about 60? So this one's kind of hard, so I want everybody to listen to me on 60. All right, please, everybody look at 60. Not many people, I mean, I'm going to tell you it's 4 and 15, but let's say we didn't know it was 4 and 15. All right, look what I'm showing you now. Look up, because some of the numbers are hard. All right, right now I'm just teaching you, so they're just kind of simple, but a couple of them are tricky. So I want you to look at 60. All right, now the first thing that should have come to mind was 6 times 10. You with me? And that's 16. Do you agree? Now, what I want to do now is I want to try to show you this. Please watch. 10 is the same as 2 times 5. Everybody agree? Now, I can pick up the 2 and I can move it over here. So now, I knew 6 and 10. Now, what's 2 times 6? 12 and 5. Does that work? No. Does 12 and 5 make 11? Yeah, so that wasn't correct. So far we've used 6 and 10 and 12 and 5. Everybody with me? Now watch. 12 times 5 is 12 is the same as what? 4 times 3. So now I'm going to move the 3 with the 5. And what's 3 times 5? So now 4 times 15. Does everybody see what I did there? Right, so I'm not, some of the numbers are pretty tricky. They can be challenging. But if you learn to factor this way, you can just manipulate them until you get the right answer. Do you understand me? So why is 4 and 15 work? Because now that makes what? 11. So I'm going to put 4 and 15, and then you tell me which one's positive or negative or both. Okay, good, good. All right. All right, Kate. Good. Good job. I'm happy with you. Good job. All right, Miss Bragdon. Right? Good job, girl. There. Now, let's test your theory. Positive 2 and what? Right? So test your theory. What's this? And what's this? Which would make, so, yeah, but we want it to be positive 3. So what do I have to do? Yes, say it. Come on, girl. Make the 5 and the 2 Now look, that's just a good lesson right there. I don't ever care if you get the signs backwards. You have to check them though. If the answer was -2 and you came out with +2, all you have to do is do what to the signs? Change them. And then they'll be right. You hear me? All right, Jack, go.
Me?
Yes.
So you do your x's,
And then?
9 and 3,
Beautiful.
and then you do +9 and 8.
Exactly. Exactly. Good. Max, you
You
got kind of a tough one.
do your R's.
Yep.
And then a 3 and 7.
Very good. Very good. Most people did know that. Very good job.
I just
I'm listening.
is the homework the whole first page?
Yes, the whole first page. All right, number 78, go.
So you have to do your ends,
Right?
and then it would be 7 and 9.
Good.
And then you make the 9 negative and the 7 positive.
Good. Next.
For your parentheses, the x's, the 7, and 4.
That feels good, man. Good job. Easy. Come on. Easy, easy, easy. Next.
Put parentheses y and the one factor 1, 7. So there's -1 from 7.
There you go, man. Guys, and I'm telling you, I mean, that took us a little time just because I'm teaching you. But those of you guys, I have people like finish the whole thing super fast because they know their factors and they know how to add and subtract. That's why this is super important because it makes your brain do two things at once. You've got to multiply and add to get the right numbers. Is everybody with me? All right, please listen. If you don't do this, tomorrow is going to be what? Really hard. You got to train your brain tonight to kind of see what I'm seeing. Tomorrow, this is a 2-day event. This one is much harder. The reason why it's much harder, we say, is because the leading coefficient is not a 1 anymore. All right, it changes the game up a little bit, but it's still very easy once you see the pattern. All right, so please don't take a shortcut. All right, now I'm also putting in here, right, those are all the answers. If you're still struggling a little bit and you're not 100% what I said, listen, I wrote it as answers to column 1, answers to column 2. Now this is the answers to what? Column 3. If you're struggling, watch the video. Again, please, super important. Super important. All right, finish up. Some of you should be finished by the time you leave.